Hello everyone, welcome to MAT1033 Intermediate Algebra. In this video, I will be discuss one of the basic equation in this course, and actually the basic equation in mathematics, in my opinion. This is called linear equation, and we'll be discussing the method of solving linear equation. And before we talk about the method of solving linear equation, we'll discuss what a linear equation look like. Okay. So let's get started. Okay, linear equation. So I'm gonna put over here linear equation. In order to understand the concept in this video, you must master some basic knowledge, some basic background, the foundation. Maybe you have to know one of the concept we use in to solve a linear equation is we call that distributive properties. Okay, so in order to be able to solve a linear equation, you must know how. Also, besides, we also have to know how to do PEMDAS. Okay, so PEMDAS is the requirement. Okay, so you must know how to do PEMDAS. You must know combining line term. Okay, combining line term is also the requirement to understand this concept, linear equation. Okay, so I'm gonna put over here requirement. Okay, basic requirement. Okay, basic requirement. PEMDAS rule, combining line terms. And other than that, we must know a distributive property, distribution property. Okay. Of course, adding and subtracting integer. You must know that already. Adding how to find LCD so that you can add and multiply, add fraction or subtract fraction. You must know how to multiply a fractional and divide fraction. So LCD, okay, LCD you must know also, because when you solve linear equations, you probably have to deal with fraction. Okay, so this thing right here you must know before you can understand linear equation. So what is linear equation? Okay, what is linear equation? Linear equation, all linear equation will be in this form: ax plus b equals c. Okay. So when you solve linear equation, it means that you have to solve for the x value over here. So ABC is just the constant. ABC is just constant. I mean, it's a number. Okay. When you solve for x, it means you want to get the x by itself. Okay. And the variable x over here, it depends on the question. Sometimes they don't want to use x. Sometimes they want to use another variable. So x over here, okay, it could be any letters. Okay, when we do the example, I will show you. And you solve for x, it means that you want to isolate the x by itself. And I have a general approach of solving a linear equation. Some of you probably has different approach, and at the end, as long as you get the final answer, that would be fine. But I think that when you solve a linear equation and you follow all the steps I show you here, then 99% you're gonna get the final answer. So I'm gonna write out a general approach, and we're gonna jump into the first example right away, and we're gonna follow the step in this in the approach in general methods really strictly. Then you can get the variable x. Okay, so I'm gonna put over here. So general approach. Okay. So the first thing, the first step, when you solve a linear equation is that you, if it has parentheses, then you must apply distribution property. But before, okay, as in some question, we apply the distribution property after we get rid of fraction. So if your linear equation contains fraction, you have to find LCD, or you have to find you have to get rid of the denominator. So the first step is actually if your equation has fraction, if linear equation has fraction, okay, and then you gotta use, then you have to find, then we have to find LCD, or try to get rid of denominator. Okay, so I say denominators, it means that you might have one denominator, or you may have 3-4 fractions, then you have a lot of denominator, you try to get rid of the denominator. Okay, so that's the first step. So after you get rid of the denominator, then you can apply, if there are parentheses, okay, then you apply distribution property. Okay, to get rid of parentheses. Okay, to get rid of parentheses. Okay, and after you get rid of parentheses, you gotta go ahead and combining like terms on the left and the right side. So we're gonna go ahead and combine like term on the left hand side if we can combine anything, and we look at on the right hand side of the equation equal side, then we're gonna combine like term on the right hand side also. Then isolating variable term, okay, to the left and constant term to the right. So what I mean over here is all the variable should be on the left hand side. And some of you put a variable on the right and the constant on the left, that's fine, but I think the variable should be on the left. Okay, and constant term, it means the number must be on the right hand side. Okay, so if you have any number on the left, then you have to bring it to the right. Okay, and I just want to remind, maybe just in case some of you forgot, term, it means it's separate by addition and subtraction. Okay, you must be able to recognize how many terms on the left, which one is a variable term, which one is constant term, how many terms on the right, which one is a variable term, which one is constant term. In the first example, I will make a recall. Okay, don't worry. So first term must be separate by addition and subtraction. Then the last step is solve for x. Okay. Now let me. So this is a general approach. Okay, and we try to follow the step over here really strictly. Okay, and I'm sure that if you follow the step in order, I'm sure you can get the final answer. Now let's start with our first example. Okay, so in the first example, I'm going to give you a very basic linear equation. Um, Something like this, and this linear equation doesn't have a parenthesis. For example, I have um, something very simple. Something like this: 2x minus 3 equals 7, for example. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and solve for x. Okay, we're gonna solve. Now we're gonna go ahead and scan the step. Okay. Okay, this equation doesn't have any fraction, so we can ignore the first step. Now the second step we can also ignore because there's no parenthesis. Now on the third step, we're gonna combine like term. Okay, let's see. Oh, on the left hand side, you see the left. See, it's equal. The equal sign is split up our equation into two halves. The left half right here and the right half. So the right hand side over here we have only 7. On the left side we have variable term. So this is variable term over here. So variable term is a term that attaching to x. Constant term is just number. And term, you see that term over here is separate by a subtraction or addition. So in this case, subtraction. Now, I look at this left-hand side, you see that there's no way we can combine this because this variable term and constant term we cannot combine. So we can go ahead and ignore the step 3. Now we're going to do step 4. So step 4, we isolate the variable term to the left. So variable term, in this case, we have only one variable term, 2x. So it's on the left-hand side of the equal sign already. We have a constant term, which is a number on the right hand side. However, on the left hand side, we have -3 over here. It's on the left, which is not allowed to be on the left, right? So we have to bring this one to the right. We have to bring this one to the right. And when you bring one term, when you switch the sign of the term, you have to change the sign. So over here, okay, I'm gonna bring -3 to the right. When I bring -3 to the right, I'm gonna change the sign, so negative become positive. Okay, so I noticed some just graduate from high school. In your high school teacher, usually they put plus adding both sides by 3, so something like that. That is what your high school teacher did. Then see your teacher starts cancel and add them up like that. You know, later on when you get used to, I just say add both sides by 3. And when you add both sides by 3, it means that you change the sign of the term, and when you change the sign, it becomes plus. Okay, so right here, you're gonna end up with like 2x equal 10. Okay. You will see that I'm not doing this anymore because this is college, so I'm not doing like the high school step anymore. So when we do when you saw the equation, try to listen what I say. Okay, so I say add both sides by 3, subtract both sides by 3, so you know that that's what I do. Okay, all right. So this one, all right, all right. Over here you want to get the x, and this is 2x, so 2 multiply. So I'm going to do this is multiplication, so in order to get the x, so you're going to do the opposite. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and divide. So 10 divided by 2 give you 5. All right, so that's your final answer. So x equal 5 will be the solution of this basic linear equation. Now this is a common mistake, and I see it from many students. Many students, not just 1 or 2. Okay, you guys often confuse between addition and subtract. You don't know that when we have to add, when we have to subtract, when we divide, when we multiply, which one go first. Okay, so some students, instead of adding both sides by 3, they divide both sides by 2 first. So if you go ahead and divide by both sides by 2, that could be wrong right away. So you have to be really careful when you need to know which one go first. Okay, and I have a small trick, kind of funny thing for you to I think it's gonna help you to remember which one you go first. Just imagine. Okay, so let me write out the question right here. All right, just imagine that when you solve for x, okay, when you solve for x, it means x is you. X is you. X is you. Okay. So you have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Let's say that it's a girl. Okay. I'm talking about girl. Okay. You have a boyfriend. Okay. Your boyfriend is the number 2 right here. Okay. See that? You guys together. Okay. You live together. You share the room. You pay the electric bill. Okay. You probably pay mortgage if you in marriage. So this is you, and this is your boyfriend. You guys really happy together. Oh, you guys always together. Like that's 2 acts. Nothing in between you. Okay, there's nothing between you. Then one day, your boyfriend he see another beautiful girl, and he start cheating on you. Just example, okay, just funny story. He starts cheating on you, and he cheating on you with another girl, and that girl is actually your neighbor. Okay. So -3 right over here. 3 right over here. The number 3 over here is the girl your boyfriend cheating with. Okay. So this is one day he doesn't like you anymore. He starts cheating on you, and this your boyfriend cheating on you with this girl right here, and you get really mad. Over the past 5 years, you guys together, and one day he start cheating on you. You're really mad, but calm down. Okay, you don't want to get really frustrated. Yeah, you have to control your mind. Okay. Now, after you know that guy cheated on you, you want to kick him out of your place. Okay, you want to kick him out of your place. But before you want to kick him out of your place so that you can be alone, you can be free from any relationship. Okay, you have to deal with this girl first. You gotta make some revenge over here. Okay, you're gonna go and talk to this girl and try to figure out, okay, what's going on. You have to get rid of this girl first. Okay, you're gonna get rid of this girl. Okay, I just say, okay, don't do anything crazy. You're gonna confront this girl and talk to this girl and see what's going on, and you deal with this girl, and gonna get rid of this girl out of your life and your boyfriend's life. So this is the first thing you have to do first. Okay, you gotta solve the neighborhood situation before you solve your own problem. Okay, so we gotta get rid of this girl first. So that's why, in order to get rid of the girl, so we have to add both sides by 3. Then after you get rid of this girl already, then you come back home and you're gonna talk to your boyfriend, and you're gonna get rid of your boyfriend, and at the end you will be free. There you go. Okay, so that's kind of trick for you to memorize what step you have to do first. Don't get rid of your boyfriend right away because maybe it's not his fault. You have to deal with this girl first. Okay, so remember that. Okay, deal with the neighborhood first before get back to your relationship and deal with your girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay, so that's kind of trick. So this one must be get rid of first. This is your enemy right over here. Okay, this is your boyfriend right here. Okay, this is your boyfriend. Okay, what should I say? What should I call this girl? Um, enemy or maybe enemy. So this enemy is your boyfriend. This is like uh um um. So this is a cheating. Uh, this is the lady your boyfriend cheating with. So this is your enemy, right? Okay. You gotta get rid of your enemy first, huh? And then you can get rid of your boyfriend. So this one always go first. Okay, always go first. Good. All right. So this is just one of the way for you to know which one you go first, because I see so many cases that if you guys just get rid of number two first, which is wrong. Okay. All right. Now for number two, example number two, I'm gonna give you something a little bit harder. Maybe this one we have a parenthesis. How about we have something like this? Okay, plus 4x minus 3 equal to x plus 5. And now you see that this one we don't have any fraction, so we're going to ignore the first step. Now we're going to do the second step. Okay, second step, we get rid of the parenthesis by applying distribution property. So you go ahead and multiply them in 2 times x 2x, 2 times negative 1. Don't forget the sign. Okay, you're going to multiply the sign to positive times negative 2 is negative. Positive 4 times x is positive 4x. Positive 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. 2 times x 2x. 2 times 5 positive 10. Alright. So you see that no more parentheses. So we already finished second step. Now third step, we're going to combine like term. Okay. Alright, let's deal with the left hand side. So we got to combine like term. So this is okay. So this is a variable term. And you're going to combine with this variable term. You see that I circle the sign so that you know that you add or subtract. So 2x plus 4x is 6x. Okay, then that's a variable term. This is a constant term. You say I circle this, I circle that. So you have negative 2, negative 12 is negative 14. Okay. Okay, make sure you know how to add or subtract a positive integer. Okay. So 6x and 14 we cannot subtract it, and 2x plus 10 we cannot do anything. Alright, now so we already finished the third step. Now the fourth step, isolate the variable term. So the variable term, this variable term on the left is good, but now this one on the right, we're not allowed to have this on the right. So we're gonna bring this one to the left, or we're gonna go ahead, in order to bring this one to the left, we're gonna go ahead and subtract both sides by 2x. So you can think this way: you bring this one to the left, you change the sign. This is the positive side. You change the sign, so 6x minus 2x is 4x. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead bring the number to the right. So in order to bring the number to the right, you bring over here, you change the sign so it become positive. You can add both sides by 14. Okay, don't divide by 4 first. Okay, you see, you remember this story right here. Okay, so you can add both sides by 14, give you 24. Then at the end, you're gonna do multiplication because you're gonna do division because of multiplication. So you're gonna divide both sides by 4. So you're gonna end up with 6. Okay, 24 divided by 4 give you 6. So that's the final answer. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you something similar. So but this time I'm gonna have some minus sign in the front and in the middle. Okay. What if I have negative 2, 2x minus 1 minus 2 I put 1 over here minus x over here. Okay. And over here I put 4x minus x plus 2. Here you go. Okay. So we don't have fraction, so we don't have to do the first step. We jump to the second step right away, do the distribution. So multiply this one in, negative times positive, negative 6x. Don't forget the sign, okay? When you do distribution, you guys just forgot all the signs. Negative times negative become positive. Negative times positive is negative. Negative times negative is negative 2x. 4x, keep it there. Negative, this is negative 1, okay? They don't write 1, it means it's invisible number 1. So negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times positive 2 is negative 2. Don't forget to distribute the sign, okay? Because many students have mistake for not multiplying the sign. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and combine our term. So let's see which one we can combine. So this one combine. You see, I circle the sign also. See that? So I combine this, which is give you negative 6, negative 2 is negative 8x. Okay. Then I combine this one to this one. So 3 minus 2 is positive 1. So the plus 1 equal. Alright, now I combine this one. So 4x minus x. 4x minus x is 3x. Negative 2. Okay. Now we're going to bring this one to that. I'm going to go ahead and subtract both sides by 3x. Again, the reason I subtract both sides by 3x because we not allowed to have variable x on the left, on the right. I'm sorry. Okay, that's my approach. Okay, we shouldn't have variable on the right. We should bring in everything here. So we're going to subtract. So we'll give you negative 11x. And we're not allowed to have number on the left, so we gotta bring over here or subtract both sides by 1. So give you negative 3. And now you're gonna go ahead and get rid of your boyfriend. Okay, so you divide both sides. Remember, in order to get rid of your boyfriend, you always do division. Okay, negative divided by negative 3 over 11. And you see that example here doesn't give you a very nice solution, but that's still a solution. Okay, don't panic. I don't know why sometimes you guys like get panic every time you see the fraction. It's just a number, so don't panic. Okay, it's still very good number over here. Okay. All right. Now in example number 4, I'm going to give you something with fraction. What if I have this? What if I have 2x minus plus 3 over 2 minus x plus 1 over 5 equal what? Alright, so now we have fraction. So according to the step line, every time you see fraction, we have to find LCD, or you try to get rid of the denominator. So let me see, I can try to get rid of the denominator. Alright, in order to get rid of the denominator, you're gonna find LCD. The find LCD over here is 10. It's 10. Or you can think this way. You try to multiply. Okay. So the trick is we try multiply equation by a number. Okay, by a number. I don't know what number, but this number, it help you, which help you, okay, get rid of denominator. Okay, think about it. If you have equation and the equation has fraction, right? Equation have fraction, you just need to get rid of the fraction, then they get rid of the denominator, then you don't have fraction anymore. Okay, now we think. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pick a number, okay? And I'm gonna have multiply the whole equation by a number. So I'm gonna go, how about 10? Why I pick 10? Look at this. I'm gonna multiply this stuff over here by 10, and I multiply this stuff over here also by 10, and I also multiply over here by 10. The reason I picked 10 because I figured out that 10 you simplify with 2 give you 5, and you see that there's no more denominator because 10 I already simplified with 2, 10 simplified with 5, so there's no more denominator. 1 times 10 is 10. See that? The reason I can pick 10 because I find LCM, I multiply 2 times 5 is 10. But it still depends, okay? You have to pick the number wisely, okay? In this case, 10 is good. Actually, you can pick 20, but 20 is too big, too big. It's still good, but 20 simplified with 2, 20 simplified with 5, that's okay, that's still good. See, 20 is still good, but you don't want to go big, okay? Try to go as small as possible to multiply by the equation to get rid of the denominator. So then from now on, everything is very easy. You go ahead distribute it. Okay. Then you're going to go ahead and combine line terms. So 10x minus 2x right here. 10x minus 2x. And you have positive 15, negative 2. So 10x minus 2x is ax. Okay. And 15 minus 2 is 13. Equal 10. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and get rid of the neighbor. So subtract both sides by 13, negative 3. Now you get rid of your boyfriend. You're cheating. 1, negative 3 away. There you go. Okay. Alright. So the goal is try to get rid of the fraction. Alright, how about this one? Last one, okay? So what if I have okay, I have 4x minus 3 over 10 plus x plus 2 over 15 equal 5. Alright. Again, this one has also fraction, right? And you're gonna go ahead and pick a number so that you multiply it, and then that number will simplify with 10 and 15 at the same time. Okay, think a little bit. How about 30? And I'm gonna go ahead and multiply by 30. You don't need to put parentheses. You should, but you don't have to. Okay, you put parentheses later. Okay. 30 times 5. See that? The reason I picked 30 because 30 simplify with 10 give you 5. See that? No more denominator. But make sure you put parentheses. Okay. 30 simplify with 15 give you 2. 30 times 5 is 150. Here you go. Now it becomes very simple. 20x, 15, 2x plus 4 equal 150. Now we're gonna have combined line terms. So this term would go with this one. I make sure I circle the sign also. Okay, this is 20 plus 2 is 22x. And then this term here, I circle the sign. The sign negative 15 plus 4. Lose $15, but you gain only 4. I mean you still lose 11. Okay, lose it mean minus 11 equal 150. Now you gotta get rid of this. So you have 20x, give you 161. Then now you're gonna go ahead divide both sides by 22. Now, in your MyMathLab, in some time they want you to convert it to decimal and round up or round down. If the question asks you to round up or round down, then you have to convert to decimal. If not, just leave it like this, okay? Try not to convert to decimal number, because when you convert to decimal number, you have a bunch of decimal number after the decimal place. That would be terrible. Unless your MyMathLab want you to round up or round down. Okay? Okay, so that's it for linear equation. Hopefully you understand all the example here. If you have any question regarding to this example, please let me know. Okay, then I'll be seeing you next time for new topic.